Flip of Fate is a podcast where stupidity runs free. Free indeed. Content warning can be found in the episode description.
Hold on, slow down. Don't try to fight on your own. Hold on, slow down. Who knows what fate has bound?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Flip of Fate. This is episode 27, our finale episode of season 1. My cast fact this week, I'm the DM, I'm Dawson, of course. I'm just starting mine here because I'm just going to be like, hey, mine is going to be a part of Henry's. I'll say this part just to make it easy for him. We're going to have him say what his is, but the actual details of his and I's cast facts for this week is going to be at the end of the episode.
It's going to be really long because we're going to be briefing some story stuff and just yapping.
Just going over all sorts of fun stuff. Henry will be the last one to do cast fact today. You guys can all do yours first, starting with whoever.
I feel like what I kind of had was like, crap.
I don't care about Karn's middle name anymore.
I was going to say Preacher was like, he knows how to cook, but like, it just feels irrelevant.
Them. They just all want to hear mine.
All right,
So today-
I'll go first.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to go last, Henry.
Yeah, I know.
Hi there, I'm Loghan. I play Fido Lancaster, the halfling bard warlock of the group. And, I don't really got one about Fido today because I'm not sure if you guys know this, but we're recording these last 4 episodes back to back. So we just learned about what you heard in the last episode, and it's been mere moments for us. So we're still in
Shock.
a state of shock. I'm pretty
Shock
sure
and awe.
for those who see our reels on Instagram, you saw my reaction. And so I guess, I don't know anything about it, but hopefully maybe Jack, I want him.
Yeah, well,
Give us a Jack fact.
No, not a Jack fact, but I think it'd be cool. Especially considering how their relationship is. That'd be fundamental, I feel.
The relationship got worse.
It did, but Anyways, that's what I got.
Hi, I'm Israel. I play Karn Slater. He's an Earth Genasi barbarian, but that doesn't feel important anymore.
That's the first time you said that.
No, it's like
No,
the third.
not.
Oh.
Yeah, he said it at
It's
least.
the season finale. I kind of have to say it this time.
Yeah.
Kind of have to describe my character.
you also did promise the last name,
Middle name.
a
Middle
middle
name.
name.
So how do you feel?
Well, I feel stupid now. This is a lame cast fact.
I feel
You're
that
about
way
to
too.
feel real stupider after my start.
Karn's middle name is Matthew.
Oh, wait, what's funny is, did you come up with that after the reveal or before the reveal?
After.
Yeah.
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 How about Marjorie? Because that's definitely something Karn would be embarrassed about.
Matilda.
And then it's still KMS.
Then it's still
Which is
KMS,
funny.
which is funny.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
Was there a Marjorie character in one of the one-shots or anything?
That sounds really familiar.
No, you said Mildew, and I said Mildred.
No, like in Echo, wasn't there someone named Marjorie or something like that? Was there not?
No.
It kind of does sound familiar.
No,
There's
it
sounds
Old
familiar.
Man Mark.
I re-listened to all of them.
No.
There's no Marjorie.
Margarine.
Anyways,
Butter.
Anyways, Parker,
Parker.
who are you?
Wait, I need a different cast fact now.
We stun-locked Israel so bad. This is
Not
everything.
that I doubted the finale, but like I didn't really know what to expect. I was like, yeah, he's just gonna kind of throw the ends together and see what happens, kind of. Not that
Shaking
not
my
that I
head.
doubted you, but I did not expect that
So did
level of
Barry
echoing the
know?
pines.
Does Barry know?
I cried real tears for this reveal. I was so excited.
We'll get into stuff.
So,
This isn't fair. Ethan Cole deserves better than this. We need better.
Ethan Cole deserves.
We need better cast facts.
Ethan Cole. I really want you to message us when you hear this.
Yeah,
Text us when you listen to
I
this.
want
Send a
us-
group chat.
None
Send
of
a
us can
group
say
chat.
a word.
We're not
to
gonna say
him.
anything to
I
you.
see him regularly.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be you're just gonna be looking at him with a 1,000-yard stare,
like,
and
it's
he's gonna be
crazy,
like,
bro.
If you
what?
once
And
you
you're
hear
like,
this, send a
you're
group
like,
chat to us immediately.
just
You don't
wait.
even have
Please
to say
text
anything.
us,
You can
Ethan.
say I'm
Please
at work,
text
but
us.
I'll respond later.
You won't be able to get my number. I got a new phone.
It's okay. We'll add it to the group chat because we're all iPhone except Parker.
why are we shaming people for phones? Bad Henry.
Bad Henry.
Yeah.
No, he's right.
He's right.
He's
No,
right.
he's not. Android literally has a newer messaging system that iPhones need to convert to because there's this older.
Okay. Anyways, Parker, who are you? Just introduce yourself then, or say something.
Can I say a different Karn fact?
Yeah, say your different Karn fact. Come on.
Karn is a barbarian, and he's made out of rocks.
Okay.
If Karn were to multi-class, what would it be?
Oh, that's a good
I think
question.
I've
like
never
that.
seen this Israel this broken before. Oh my
I
gosh.
have.
I enjoy good storytelling.
And is this good storytelling?
yes.
Yes. Dude, it
Dude,
got
we
me
played
out
this
of
so-
my seat and running out into the hall.
My heart, I couldn't focus. You saw me looking at that the whole time. That's because I was making sure that didn't pause. Dawson's thing didn't pause or our voices didn't stop. I couldn't hear anything the last half. My heart was beating so heavy in my ears.
He literally texted me. He's like, I can't hear anything. My heartbeat is in my ears.
I'm like, I feel like I'm going to explode. My anxiety is through the roof right now because I'm like, please let this work.
Now I'm kind of glad I didn't really listen to much of the podcast because now when I do,
You're
I can be
hear it,
listening
and
for
you're
the
gonna be like,
things.
you're gonna be like,
Oh, yeah.
what?
So Parker, come on. At least introduce yourself.
I'm Parker,
And who do you play?
preacher,
And what is preacher?
metal.
Are you guys just wanting me to do mine? Is this what you're waiting for?
Hurry
I don't even
up.
know what to say.
No one
Henry.
else cares about our characters anymore. You ruined us.
I thought Fido was hot stuff, but apparently not.
I just had a big moment and now no one's going to care about it anymore.
Hey, don't forget, I did hint at something crazy with him.
Oh,
You
yeah, for
did?
sure. Yeah, the Vorak and like him
Yeah.
knowing Vorak too.
Him going way back with Vorak.
I forgot
Now we
about
know who that guy
But, you know,
is.
that's not really as big as the. Wait, no, that is kind of as
That's
big as
big.
that.
So-
no, that really. Oh, wait, hold on. No, that is
The guy from
It's
Echo.
happening again. No, that really
the guy
is as
from
big
Echo
as-
has something to do with Vorak? What?
Cut,
He took my ring.
cut me squealing like a little girl.
Do not cut that.
Cut that.
Henry, do not
No.
cut that.
He has Vorak.
He's gonna totally revive him and give him his own body.
Now, ready? Hi, I am Henry Lamerson, and I play Edward Stanley, your truth-seeking, portal-leaping, therapy-needing, unwieldy, and unearthly rogue historian and artificer. Now, my cast fact for this week is that I will be revealing every hint I've left since episode 1 that you guys did not pick up on. Now, I won't reveal...
Sorry.
Now, yeah,
My
obviously.
fault.
Now,
Don't worry, as the list goes on, the more dumb I felt for you guys.
because he didn't
Thanks
pick
for
up on
that.
any of it. Some of the times I had to
There was a couple where I didn't realize he was trying to hint at Edward, and he was like, hey, did you catch this? And I was like, that's why it felt like that.
Now,
Not very many, but a
to
couple.
all our listeners, I won't be revealing all of these. You'll have to skip to the end to see this, listen to the end. But I will leave some of them in just because I feel like
to the end.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't skip to the end. But like,
Please, you might accidentally like spoil something
Wait
for the
till the
finale.
end.
just wait till the end because I'll keep in some because like the big ones I have a whole list and some are bigger than others. Or I
what
guess
she
more
said.
blunt. Okay. Now, these are called past locators is what I named them on my phone. Now, the first one is my subtle switch in voice from gravel to non-gravel. But my non-gravelly voice is when Edward was talking in his regular personality, and gravelly kind of fake chain smoker
Oh my
voice
gosh, you're
was
so right.
when Ian Locke was doing his
when-
persona.
The first episode, he was like this, man. Yeah.
And then when he got off the weed,
now he's like
And then
this.
he's
now
when he
like-
got off the weed, his actual personality came in through more. So I had to switch between whenever things got heated, he would switch to his Edward voice.
Think about how scared he was.
Now, episode 1, Ocean's 11 was a pop culture reference, and it was a fantasy one. Now, Ocean's 11 came out in 2000, and
I forgot what year,
I
but
think
it was
5 is what we said,
It was like yeah, Ocean's 11 came out in like 2005,
And-
which takes place 2
which
years
was made
before
by
Echo
Locke
6 and 7.
Productions. Locke Productions, all those big movies that was pop culture references, was Edward giving the Locke family more money by telling movies from 2000s that he watched. So Ocean's 11.
You know how you guys kept being like, oh,
Have you
and
seen that play?
Have you seen that
Have
play?
you seen that play? That was him.
So he remade movies from the real
And that's
world
why
into plays.
And that's
And
why they
this-
were never actually the same, because he was doing them from memory. Episode 2.
But wait, you forgot a really big one for the
Oh,
episode
right.
1. He kept I mean, so technically speaking, this is
Oh,
partially retroactively. It ended up working perfect
Team
for us.
Rocket, Team
He kept
Airship.
mixing up Team Rocket and Team Airship because he's a 90s baby. All right, technically he's an 80s baby
Yeah.
who
Pokemon.
grew up in the 90s
Watching Pokemon. Yeah.
or playing Pokemon.
or
playing
playing
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Episode 2. His literal cast fact was him about acting like a dad or the dad of the group, and how he's feeling like he was the dad of the group. If you go back to episode 2. And you may have noticed that last episode, Ian didn't really act like he was high. Like, he kind of acted like the dad of the group, almost. Like, he was like a dad. And he was telling Karn no to a lot of things, and he was like really like just not being as chill as he should be. Episode 4, Wall/Mart, also made by the Locke Incorporation.
And he kept being like, oh, let's go to the Walmart.
And then you guys would say Wall/Mart. Episode 6.
Once again, retroactively, but it is very entertaining.
Episode 6. It's not such a deep pendant as it's more to just ease my mind a bit. And by a bit, I mean a lot. Easing his mind a lot from everything that happened over the course of Echo. Episode 7. I don't really get how that works. I'm not much of a technology guy. When referencing Parker's Warforged.
Specifically, he was talking about Warforged.
Also in episode 7, I'm not much of a leader. In a sense, I'm more of just a follow behind to do whatever the person's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say also the technology in the portal rooms that is from your home?
Yeah.
It's from.
Yep.
That's when I didn't understand it.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Episode 9, probably my favorite one, is Ian's cast fact is he had sex.
And that one was just funny because he has a kid.
Yep. And that's funny. Oh, also, he asked Uren about dimensions and if it's possible to use the arm to travel to different planes.
That's true. I do remember that.
And at this point, it was fully purposeful.
Yeah.
At this point,
Because all Henry knew was he somehow got here from Echo.
but once we
all
started
Edward
playing
knew.
through more Echo, I was able to leave bigger and bigger hints because I didn't know my own backstory because we had to play through it.
He did purposefully leave, like, have his character make little comments because since day one, we both were like, I was less keen on the idea because his initial idea was not great.
Yeah.
Since before we recorded a single episode, before we recorded session 0, he wanted Ian to be from our realm.
Episode 13, I skip a bit, I leave a little bit, but episode 13 is after we were doing some, I guess I was figuring stuff out more. Ian's 5 senses, all of those, some of those were related to him as Edward. Ian's 5th sense is he likes the smell of hot chocolate, it relaxes him and he has a soft spot for it. Obviously,
After.
that being from Jack at the mansion.
At the end of episode 3.
Yep.
Yeah. After we all went and got hot cocoa.
Yes. Episode 13.75, Ian's mind probe, and about his parents always being
Yelling
mean,
at.
disappointed, and stuff, and you saw his real parents.
For half a second, you saw his real parents. That was one of the ones I was most scared about because I was like,
What if they figure it out?
what if this is what makes them figure it out?
But they didn't.
But they didn't, and that's all that mattered.
No.
Yep.
That one's huge.
Episode 15. His cast fact is he loves the sound of rain on the roof, and his least favorite sound is metal scraping against a floor. When he was locked into the room in episode 1 of Echo, and the door was scraping on the metal.
And as you do that, as you're crossing over into sleep, you hear it. A sound of a metal door squealing open. As you fall asleep again,
It also mentioned in episode 15, the great portal fiasco that Ian's father had to deal with the scientist mentioned.
That's when you came into the world.
Also in episode 15, I'm going to name this timestamp because Loghan is 51:29. Fido, calm down and count to 5. Count to 5 works great. Counting to 5 works great.
Fido said that?
no,
I said
he
that
said it
to
to
Fido.
Fido because he
I
voiced.
think we realized
Yeah, well,
We
you
said that.
guys were like,
Uh-huh, that's funny
what
from
Jack
Echo.
would say to
Yeah.
Edward. It's funny you're saying it to him. me sitting there.
Ha 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 ha.
That's funny.
That is
Staring
very-
right at Henry.
That is a very funny observation you just made.
Episode 16, talking about stuff that would be normal history that everyone should know from a child. I said, yeah, I've read a lot about that in history books about everything because I had to relearn.
Instead of, oh, I remember learning that in school, or, oh, yeah, I remember people talking about that. It was all history books for him.
Because he had to relearn
Which
everything.
also, he's a historian.
He is.
Also, he does not include this at all in this. He brings up his old adventuring party, and one of the people didn't have a leg.
That was in
What?
episode
That's-
23.
oh,
I said one of my
yeah.
old adventure. I joked about it and said, yeah, a buddy of mine at my old adventuring party didn't have a leg too. I said that. That was the most blunt one. I said he didn't have
I thought that was a throwaway line.
No, episode
No, that
23,
was
the
a
one that
vital
isn't out
key.
yet. The one that isn't or will be out by the time this is released. I
Oh
said,
my gosh.
yeah, my old adventuring party, one of them didn't have a leg as well. So I get it.
Who was he talking to?
He was
One of
just
the
a
random
kids
person.
in the
You know
car,
how,
in the farm.
There was the uncle, the dad, the mom, and the kids, or
Yeah,
whatever.
and like one, I don't remember. I think it was the dad didn't have a leg.
I think it was the uncle, but yeah.
Or, yeah.
But
Yeah.
one of them.
And I go,
it was the uncle.
yeah.
It was the one where I came up. So, what's your policy on strangers?
Yeah.
So I mentioned that. And I literally said he doesn't have a leg. And that's because that was
And there's
Will.
more
That was
that
Will.
I'm forgetting off the top of my head that Henry didn't catch in any
well,
of this.
also,
But if
yeah.
you guys re-listen to it now, you're gonna be like, of course it's Edward.
If you listen to the background music of everything, Ian and Edward have the same main theme. If you listen to Echo in the Pines and you listen to any time Ian had to deal with story stuff or talking to the voice, they had the same music in the background because it was Ian and Edward's theme. It wasn't me reusing it. It was me intentionally hinting at Ian and Edward the whole couple of months by making them have the same thing. In my file system, it's labeled Echo Guy theme, Edward, blah, blah, blah.
Misshapen, tallish being that is standing next to something crumpled on the floor. There's blood everywhere, and it turns and looks at you, and it has put the skin of the face of your mom on. Edward, I love you. And as
Looks up, looks towards the wizard floating, and you don't hear this out loud, but he casts psionic whispers. So from his head, the wizard, and this, like, I like to think ghastly, because, you know, it's mind, whatever, just says, why are you doing this?
And in response, this is within Ian's head. Ian hears the voice, and it's whispering, and it's like, you know what this is all about. You've always known. My master knows, you know.
I want to
He's
roll
coming.
Arcana for the pedestal.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Any
if
questions?
you listen back to Echo in the Pines.
Oh, wait, also, I forgot to say, there was a couple time, or there was a single time where I accidentally called Edward Ian. And I went, whoops, didn't mean to say Ian. I'm so used to you playing as Ian. And in my head, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. So any questions?
There's actually a time in
The theme is
right after we finished Echo 4 and 5, I almost called Ian Edward at one point because I was thinking about it so much.
Yeah. So my favorite one is the theme. The theme song I made from scratch, and then I made sure I was like, these two need to be linked together. So background music has a lot more in place since I'm the editor and can do what I want.
Yeah.
So if you listen to it, it'll be
I
right
haven't
in front of
listened
your
to them,
face.
so I wouldn't have noticed that anyway. But
Yeah, but Logan would have.
And when you were in the vision, when you were talking to the voice, you were like, and is it distorted? Just how in Echo in the Pines, when Dawson was like, if you notice when it's distorted and when it's not in person versus not in person.
Uh-huh.
And
Also, does it make more sense why he had a dream where he was talking to just complete darkness and the voice was talking to him?
Yes.
Because of course the thing likes to, as you guys know, invade
that one's mine,
nightmares,
Henry.
which is also his episode 24 cast fact. The first
Oh, wait,
thing
whose
that
water is this?
the
Is
first
it-
thing
Mine.
that Ian fought
Oh,
was a
I'm sorry.
nightmare. What was the first thing you guys fought in Echo?
Oh my!
A nightmare.
Wait, let me reveal all my cast facts I said right now too.
Yeah.
Just right now.
Nightmare.
Nightmare.
Yeah, I thought it was a nightmare. Ian doesn't like kitchens or
Yeah.
cooking late at night, and then Ian has a tattoo. That
I
one you have to
still
reveal
don't
in
know
the
about the
story.
tattoo.
You'll have to ask him more about that when we play through the story.
Also, his mom died in the kitchen. Is that why?
Yeah, that's why.
and that's why he doesn't look
kitchen.
cooking at night. He doesn't like cooking at night.
My goodness.
Isn't that crazy?
And there's more that I can't think of right now. I mean, like Henry knows, I was so meticulously making sure that this made sense.
And that's why I was
And
so
the fact you guys all are reacting and being like, this makes so much sense is, I don't think you understand how much better I feel about my writing.
And also, that's why I was so hands off. We made this whole character up in one Fortnite game.
Yeah. By the way, about 80% of the
awesome.
stuff that he knew
was
was
discussed
made
over
while
Fortnite.
playing Fortnite.
That's funny.
Yeah, and we made it probably the same before we even started playing. We made, or after Echo, we talked about it one final time, and then we were kind of just. I would call him and be like, "Hey, I think this is where I want his character to go," and he was like, "I was thinking the same thing."
Oh yeah, no, don't worry. I was already thinking that, and
I literally have
we were
texted
on the
him
same page basically this entire time.
Yeah, I've texted him sometimes being like, "Hey, I want to do this," and you were like, "Hey, don't worry, I'm already planning that. Just don't." And I was like, "Okay, I'm just not going to text you anymore because like I'll just improv." That's why Echo. I was improving. I improved most of that Echo stuff.
That's a prequel now.
It's a prequel.
It's a prequel. Well, you guys were playing through my prequel without knowing.
No way.
Yeah,
That's just evil.
So,
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy.
We find ourselves in a courtyard, and a 40-something-year-old blonde man is rushing through the courtyard. People are rushing all over the place. Something big is going down. No one understands what's happening, and this man has long flowing robes. It's like an all-white robe with reds and purples all throughout it. He's rushing down. He's pushing people aside to get down these stairs, and he's going down this long spiral staircase, and he eventually gets down there, and there is all sorts of people running around. There are silent alarms going off. You see dancing lights. You see stone genasi running past. You see a few dragonborn. You see dwarves. You see elves. Everyone's freaking out. They're all wearing these like high-end white robes, and they look like they're all sorts of sorcerers. There's all sorts of wizards, druids. They're all very laboratory feeling. And as this is all happening, the blonde man finally makes his way into where all of these red dancing lights are flashing around a large metal and stone door. And when he comes in, he's like, Urin, what's happening? What is happening, Urin? And Urin turns around and he's like, Barry, something happened. One of our test portals, it erupted. There was a blinding light that like came flashing through, and there's some young man unconscious on the ground. His clothes are partially burned, and there's just he looks like very injured, and he's holding these like burnt metal devices. We're not really sure what it is, and we don't know what's happening. We're afraid of what's happening because this portal is starting to spiral. It's turning all sorts of different colors. I don't understand what's happening. But we need to get this kid to safety. We need to get everybody evacuated from this laboratory. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen if we are here much longer. All right, well, let's go get that kid. And you have you already sent the messages? Yes, of course. Yes, of course. All right, well then, let's go. And they go to a unconscious, crumpled body of a 24-year-old Ian, or as we all know him now, Edward Stanley. And we cut back to the courthouse, and the crowd goes quiet as everyone's like, What? Who? Like, who?
Ian, this guy doesn't even know your name.
I know him better than most.
Ian, what is this guy talking about? You're Ian Locke.
Leave him out of this.
You dragged them in, Mr. Catalyst.
I didn't.
Ian, we're in it together.
Oh, you have no clue what he's caused.
Ian, I just said lots of nice words about you. Don't cut us out now.
You chased me?
Actually, I didn't chase you anywhere.
You caused this. If it
Mm,
wasn't for you, the plan could have worked. I would have lost everyone.
yeah, well,
And
it's been a while.
me?
It's been a while, but
Why me?
I do want to thank you for everything because, so much wouldn't happen had you not done all of the things you did for me.
Then
And
how about
the crowd is starting to panic. Nobody knows what's going on.
Because the judge is talking all.
No, this
No,
isn't
this
the
is
judge. This is
Nikolai.
Nikolai.
Oh, yeah.
This is Nikolai
The
who's being
witness.
possessed.
hey,
What is this guy talking about, Ian?
I've worked on that technology before. Just take me and I'll help you. Just leave them out of this. He is just about the same age I was when you took everything away from me.
I know. Little Fido,
Don't
little
start that again.
Fido. So close to the same age as you. I have hopes for him.
Don't you want a fun story? Is it boring repeating the same things over and over
Oh,
again?
no, I'd like to change the details. I took his sister.
You took my everything.
I didn't take everything from you.
My
All I took
parents?
was your parents. I took your friends. I took you from this world. My shadow at least was able to grab you and pull you in before you were burnt to ash like the rest of them.
No, I can't. Well, Will was already dead.
No,
And
that
if it
dead
wasn't,
body.
you
He just
chased
got
after-
cremated.
You chased after me.
But Matt,
Why us? The whole time. You could have chosen every other. The other students that were there were
Well-
lost, and you didn't go. Why us still after everything?
It's you. It will always be you because
Then
guess
just take
what?
me.
Guess what, Edward? You showed me that it is possible for me to escape. And if I can't escape, then that means way more than you can imagine. But I digress. We're scaring everybody. How about we take a chill pill? Look, had you not accidentally, gotten obsessed with figuring out where I came from.
It wasn't an obsession. It was to solve a problem you started, and it would have worked if you didn't get involved. It was fine. and I
You
was gonna
allowed
bring
me to
everyone-
re-enter your world, Edward.
We didn't kill you from the beginning, did we? Back in that crater.
You killed one of my shadows. Well, not even one of my shadows. You killed one of my shadow's pets.
I was just trying to fix
My
the mess.
shadow escaped. You obviously know that. Edward, I love you. Edward, my son.
I could have. They were good people, and
like
you
the-
took them
the
away from me.
puppets.
They were
It was
You-
so much fun.
they were good, and you took them away. You took away everyone. Just leave them out of
What
this.
can I say? What can I say? You just hand them to me on a silver platter. What's that look for?
Rotten hell.
I'm suffering way more than that.
I hope you stay that way.
And I hope that I can perfect my vessel. And then possessed Nikolai stands up and he's like, all right, it's time to frame you some more. And he casts Fireball behind you guys, destroying part of the courthouse and killing everybody in the crowd behind you guys. And then he looks at the judge to his left, grabs his face, and electrocutes him, dropping him to the ground. And then he points at all of the guards, and he casts Fireball again, destroying the other half of the courtyard. And then he releases your guys' chains. You guys are all still at 1 HP, by the way. He releases all of your guys' chains.
I cast Psionic Whispers.
And then before you do anything with that, he casts Fireball on himself. And he starts to crawl through the rubble.
oh, that little,
And he's crawling through the rubble,
that little
screaming
actor.
in pain, calling for help. And what do you say with Psionic Whispers?
Talk to me alone and let's see what happens.
And as you guys are standing surrounded by this destruction, nearly 100 guards come pouring through the streets, grabbing all of you, throwing you guys all to the ground, and reapplying binds and magic to you guys all. As you guys are all getting dragged away in these brand new chains, and a medical team is checking on Nikolai, possessed Nikolai, and healing him and getting him fixed up. Do you guys say anything before I continue with more?
He's crazy! He's crazy! Nikolai! He's crazy! Lock him up! Keep him away from the public! He just killed everyone!
Preacher doesn't say anything.
I don't say anything.
And as they begin to drag you away, we cut back to those moments when Edward first came to this world.
Come inside and see what you find.
What is this place?
Mystery.
Everything they say is a lie.
Suspense.
One more step and I'm gonna shoot.
Drama.
Is that why you came all the way out here? So you could feel righteous about yourself?
Horror. And more.
Hey, yeah, what the hell is this place?
These Menacing Dreams. An anthology series featuring original works of dark fiction you won't find anywhere else. Available wherever you get your podcasts. So join me as we explore these
Menacing Dreams.
This episode is brought to you by Nat20 Dicery. Now, do you like dice, Logan? Are you a dice goblin?
I love some dice.
Now, they have a monthly dice subscription, which just dropped to $45 a month. You can get a dice set of 6 or 7, I forget which one they said, of mystery dice each month. A new set for your dice goblin needs. They also have new shapes for different systems, like shard crystal sets, along with rhombic D6s. Now, Dawson, what do you have to say about this sponsorship?
Well, not only do we get all of that, but also they have dice for expanded or harder to find type of sets for other tabletop RPGs, such as Vampire the Masquerade. They also have it for Battletech and Fabula Ultima.
And they just released a Daggerheart set as well.
And if there's a game that they don't have dice sets for, they can totally try and get it out and make it for you. Recommendations of new sets have the chance, it's not always going to be a set in stone thing, but there is a chance that you get that first set for free if you recommend new ones.
Really? For free?
Absolutely. Obviously, there could be some restrictions depending on what the dice are, but I'm going to kick it over to Parker.
Now, if you're like Fido and you like them big and chunky, they've got chunks that are even chunkier than before. From 55 millimeters and 78 millimeters, sized up to 65 millimeters, 85 millimeters, and now introducing 100 millimeter chunks.
That is a big old dice.
It's a die when it's singular, Henry.
Oh, sorry.
And speaking of chonks, they now have a chonk-shaped soap with a mystery dice in the middle. Now, parents, if you have a teenager at home that loves playing D&D but doesn't love taking a shower, here is your incentive. They also offer Dice Masters printing service for anyone interested in creating their own dice. So you send them a blueprint of what dice you want, and they'll try their hardest to give you a dice that is just like that. Anyways, I'm passing it on to Israel.
Now, if any of that sounds interesting, Nat20 Dicery will be at a few conventions coming up. They will be at PacificCon, which is August 29th through September 1st. And then after that, they will be at KublaCon Fall, which is November 14th through the 17th. So if you want to check them out, you can either go to those conventions and say hi to them there in person, or you can head to nat20dicegoblin.com or click the link in the description, and you can use our code FLIPOFF8 for 10% off site-wide.
And let's get back to the episode.
Edward is coming to in a hospital bed, and
It's like that one scene from the beginning of The Flash with Cisco Ramon over and Lady Gaga plays in the background.
Lightning gave me abs?
But yeah, so you're coming to in a medical bed, and you see Urin and you see Barry Locke. Son, are you all right? Son, are you all right?
What? I must be dreaming. Oh my gosh. I thought the plans worked. I thought it worked.
What?
They must have knocked me out. It must have. I can't be.
Hey,
This is
hey.
fictional. It's not real. It's not. No.
And then you notice that Urin is a centaur.
Oh my. Still dreaming. No.
Hey.
No, it's not.
And then Barry lays his hand on your chest and he casts Healing Word on you. And you feel suddenly as all of your burns fade and you just feel like you just got this new breath of life.
What did you do to me?
I healed you. What do you mean?
What do you mean you healed me?
What? I used a spell?
Like a magic?
Yeah, why are you acting confused? and that's when Edward looks to his left and sees, oh, are you good, son?
Am I dreaming? Is this a dream?
No.
What is happening?
You came through one of our portals that we've been working on.
A portal?
Yeah, a portal.
Like science fiction type of stuff.
Well, I don't know what that is necessarily referring to, but I guess?
The plan? I guess it was technically a keynote in my plans, in my journal. My journal! Where's my journal? Where's the stuff I had on me?
Yeah, the stuff that we could recover.
Where's
is
the journal?
In the bag on the end of your
Could you give it to me?
Yeah, and they hand you your bag, and within the bag you find a early 2000s cell phone, your journal, and then you find a couple other things from our real world.
Also the ring around his neck. The necklace he was holding onto was his ring around his neck.
His wedding ring.
The thing he was fidgeting with.
Yeah, but he was wearing his wedding ring, so.
Yeah. Okay. Here.
Also, I was meaning to ask, what is this thing? And Urin is holding up your cell phone.
Oh, what do you mean? What's a cell phone?
What do you mean cell phone?
Like, you talk to people?
Like a sending stone? And
What is
he
this?
holds up his sending stone. He's like, Barry and I here own this. Like, we each have one that we use to communicate with each other.
And he looks down and starts flipping through his journal, and he's like, no, this was a plan. I mean, the monsters had to come from somewhere. I just didn't know it was. And he's just murmuring to himself.
Mm-hmm.
Just
and
going,
they're like
talking to his plan.
They're
He's
like standing back, like
the monster, and he's flipping.
Right, this guy's going.
The monster
insane.
had to come from somewhere, and I kind of thought it might have done that, but that was a bit too crazy of an idea. Luckily, Matt didn't see that when he burst into my office. Oh my gosh, Matt. Where's my friends? Did other people come with me?
No, we only found you. Your clothes were like mostly burnt.
Only found. But I was fighting a monster that was...
What are you talking about? Were you in combat?
Did I have books on me? What else did I have on me?
It was just this journal. We flash to the present, and all of you guys are sitting in a jail cell. And this one is heavily reinforced. They are guarding you guys like crazy. No one is within earshot necessarily, but there are a lot. You guys...
Like if we try to move an inch.
Yeah, if you move too much, they are prepared to put you down.
Ian, what was he talking about?
Why'd he call you Edward, Ian?
Can you tell us who you are now?
Did they take my necklace away too when they took everything?
I would say that you still have your wedding ring.
Cool. Like I said, I was taken from where I lived long ago. And it was by the same guy that did all this. I still don't know how much I could explain that you guys would understand.
And this is where then Edward retells the story of Echo in the Pines and tells you guys all of that stuff. And that is all that Edward knows.
I really like that Will guy. He sounds good.
That really
He sounded like
forte.
a good man.
He was the one that helped me be able to calm myself down, and which is what I used when calming you down back in the portal room.
He really knows what he's talking about. That really works.
We kind of grew apart later on, but he was a good friend in the beginning of my life. But yeah, I am not Ian Locke. My name is Edward Stanley, and it's great to meet you guys officially this time. Ian is a fake name me and Barry created a while ago that we used to cover up how I came to be. And because of that, we had to make sure no leaks came through. I had to change my personality. I had to change the way I act. I had to change the way I had to push everything down so that I could be a different person for him. But I don't want to do that anymore.
This is a lot to take in.
Yeah. That's why it's a bit hard to, it was hard to explain everything, because there's a lot of things that you guys would think would be magic in my world if you were to come. And I hope I could show you guys that one time. But also, I think once we get out of here, you guys need to leave me and leave any trace of me being with you behind.
Hey.
Unless you want to get caught up in this. They killed my friends last time. They're not going to stop with you. If anything, you guys are a smaller obstacle than we were.
I knew you were selfish
So are
already,
we.
but I didn't want to be this right.
Selfish. What is... It was for your guys' own good. Because if it got revealed, the guy followed us. Obviously, it screwed up my plan before. And he screwed me over today.
Yeah, it's selfish. You think we're gonna let you fight him and have all the fun for yourself?
I still got a bone to pick with him. He kidnapped my sister.
He ruined our entire lives. Not just yours, all of them.
So yeah, you are being a bit selfish and think that it's
And you're a coward.
just you who's being affected.
Look at us. The four of us in this jail cell, all locked up with a bunch of guards. He's scared. We're on 1 HP.
I'm gonna roll perception.
He's scared of
I've
us.
He's so scared he's literally brought us down to as low as we possibly can get.
And all you're doing is running.
16.
It's the only thing I know how to do.
Yeah, with a 16 perception, as they are all arguing and conversating, you just hear, "Oh, how beautiful. He's finally telling you."
Get out of here.
And he's sitting on like kind of a raised desk, and he's kind of like resting his hand on his chin. He's just like kicking his legs back and forth, and he's like, so touching.
Speak of the devil.
Nobody invited you.
Not quite.
Did you think about my deal?
Which one?
The one in
Leaving
the
them
court-
alone? No. I have a plan for Fido. I have a plan for Preacher. And I'm very curious about the bowl there, Karn. Especially if and he holds up the necklace with the Vorak ring. He's like, especially my old pal here who I haven't talked to in a very long time. And he like wraps the chain around his fingers, so he's just like holding it in his hand. And he's like, but he's not gonna recognize me for a little bit, so I'm gonna make sure I hide it somewhere where I know where to find it. And, you know, if I happen to no longer need this current vessel, even though I've worked on him for a very, very long time, you know, it's best he doesn't remember where I find it, which, you know, I don't know if you guys picked up on it. He won't remember any of the stuff that's happened since about the time that you guys saw him come through that one portal. Remember? When I just wiped you across the floor. I mean, you guys did a good job, but I wasn't able to use, you know, Mr. Wiggin quite properly.
Wiggin had
It's
fireball this
unfortunate.
whole time and he held back on us during the fight?
Of course.
Was that not having enough control?
What do you mean by not enough control?
You never have enough control. That's why you keep chasing after me.
No, you have it wrong. I don't seek control, I seek freedom.
Listen here, Mr. Boogeyman.
Of course, Fido.
You said something in the courtroom.
Which part?
Affecting a vessel.
I am.
What is that even about?
It gets a little complicated. Once I escape where I am, which I'm curious how you guys will feel about that.
I feel like I want to kill you.
Oh, don't worry, most do.
Oh my gosh, I just had the devious thought of devious thought.
But anyways.
Rog is the vessel.
Anyways, I'm working on it right now, and it's gonna take some time for sure. Oh, for sure it's gonna take some time. But, you know, I've waited this long. What's another 1,000 years?
Fight it, Nikolai. I believe in you.
He can't hear you. I've had I've had my fingers wrapped around his fate for long enough.
Why don't you let me go back?
Well, first of all, if you do want to go back, you will have to just fully follow my plan. You won't realize you're following my plan, but you're following my plan. You followed it so far.
It wasn't following, it was trying to fix what you did. It did to my parents, did to my friends, did to all the people before that, those students that you killed.
Yeah.
It could have been fixed. They were good people. My parents were good people.
Well,
my friends were good people.
Your parents were not.
What do you mean? They were good.
You remember the little nightmare that you fought that first time, right?
Yeah, that was because of you, and you changed their personalities to be bad.
I changed their personalities. All I did was search through your memories. I saw how they treated you. It was so easy to manipulate you.
That wasn't them. That was just you manipulating their personalities.
Whatever. And he cast silence on you. What about you three? Any questions?
Is that your answer to everything?
Silence? It makes it easier because he talks a lot. It gets on my nerves sometimes. What are you thinking, Karn?
I don't like you.
That's unfortunate. I was really hoping we'd be friends. Or at least, him. Man, I don't even have to cast silence on this one. What about you, Fido? Oh, before you speak, actually, your sister's all right for now. I at least will give you that. She's been all right. She's been treated well.
Don't let him get to you, Fido.
When we get out of here, and
when, yes.
Oh,
and we will. We will.
I don't think you're gonna be too happy to what we have in store.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna kill you. We're gonna make you pay for all that you've done.
We're gonna gut you like a fish.
Ooh, that's not original either.
You said you wanted freedom?
It's all I desire.
We're gonna erase you from existence.
Oh, good luck. It's kind of hard to defeat me.
We're gonna cut your ties to this world and leave you where you are.
Good thing there's so many worlds. If I can find the right people, I can find the right exits.
Life finds a way.
Just like, I bet Edward remembers that. Life finds a way.
From Jurassic Park.
Oh, shake my head in disappointment and frustration.
I flip them off.
What about you, preacher?
Nothing.
Alrighty. Well, this one is just gonna be talking about, I want to go back to my family. Oh, you took him from me. No. You went into the research. You found the pieces that I accidentally left behind.
That's what I'm saying.
You found the pieces I accidentally left behind.
Rose from the dead just to say that.
A random ghost just floats by that no one but Edward recognizes and just like, this guy's right.
Dude, you want to know what's really funny is that at the end of Echo, you're like, I have words for Edward, and in my brain I know, he's not going to be able to say that because he's dead. I knew you guys were going to die from episode 3 of Echo in the Pine.
No, you knew from episode 5. Sorry, before we recorded 4 and 5, you were like, so we're doing 2 more after this. I was like, yeah, they all die.
Oh, right.
And you went, oh.
That's cool. I went, that's perfect, actually. I went, the guys are going to go crazy.
I'm bored again.
Then leave.
I was going to.
You suffer in your boredom. You lousy little lot.
But first, I need to have a little more fun before setting the next part of my plan in motion. I love watching him mimic me, by the way. Ian's like, You guys all know.
His name's Edward.
Sorry. Sometimes it's hard to remember because,
Because you're old and
just
senile.
a person. Mortals. They all fade eventually. Yes, Fido? You're staring daggers into me.
He's imagining putting real daggers into you.
So now you speak, preacher.
Nothing's forever.
What happened to nothing?
I speak when I want to.
Nothing's forever. And you're no god.
Correct. Nothing is forever.
And you're no god.
I never claimed to be one. I just claim to not be mortal, which, you guys can be like, oh, you're not immortal or all of that. I have no clue personally if I am immortal or if I die eventually, but I want to be free to be able to experience it all. He releases silence.
Good Lord. You are such a pain.
I know, it's so fun.
And you got my tie burnt.
Well, actually, you're the one who took the cube. You're the one who took the sphere.
I was
You put them together.
Like I said.
You're the one who accidentally set off the portal.
It was experimental technology, and I was just trying to fix the mess you caused throughout my childhood. That you couldn't get your grasp away. That you just kept on fighting and trying to pick on me.
Does he always go on like this?
They truly have nothing to do with me, so leave them out of this.
Oh, don't worry. You accidentally set off way more than you realize.
They have...
Why does he keep trying to cut us out?
No.
Because he's afraid.
He is. He always has been. Wait till you learn more about him.
They know.
They know?
Nothing.
They know about the endless nights of obsessive searching, obsessive researching?
They know.
Do they know about how long you spent researching once you got here? And then we cut back to Edward pouring through the libraries in the merchant city of Moira. Also happens to be a similar name. It's not called Moira City, it's just called Moira.
He goes up to the librarian and goes, "Hey, would there be any... What are all your history
name
books?
Moira.
What's...
Oh, do you know what Oh,
Being
yeah.
flippant.
It's Greek for fate.
Guys, I'm pretty sure this is the BBEG.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
No. And he goes up to the librarian and he goes, "Hey, would there be any... I'm a bit new around here. What is the history books for the town and like cities and civilizations here, and like maybe some language books, like and maybe some like history books about like, other planes and dimensions that we have?"
Yeah, of course. I can lead you to the history section.
Yeah, that would be
you
great.
Want language, history,
Is there something
and...
I could hold them on? Because I'm going to be night reading a bit. I'm a historian. I study a bit of things. So I was just wondering if I could get any just books on languages, on the history of this civilization, stuff like that.
Yeah, of course.
And like portals, or maybe like other planes, if you have any like that.
Oh, yeah. No, you're...
Ian Locke.
Ian Locke. Okay. You're associated with King Barry.
I'm his... I'm his son.
Okay. Oh, you're the adopted one.
Yeah.
Yes. He comes by a lot. And he mentioned it to me, but I hadn't met you yet, so it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, of course, it's nice to meet you too. My name... Oh, well, I guess I already said my name. It's
Yes. Yeah, and I'm... It's not important. And then we flash back to the present.
Oh, he's in your head, bro.
So, get
What
out
you
of
thinking,
my...
Ian? Edward, Ian, do you even know who you are anymore?
Get out of my head, please.
This is so fun for me. Oh, it's been so long since I've been able to just show everybody. Like I said, I've been working on this vessel for so long, but the next one it's going to take even longer. But like I said, I set that up ages ago. All I need to do is get you to do a couple things, you to do a couple things too, Fido. Preacher and Karn, I'm sure you're just going to come along for the ride. I have no clue what's going to happen, but I'm so excited to see if my plan is right.
What do you mean? I won't do nothing for you.
Oh, you'll do so much for me.
I won't do nothing for you.
Don't worry, you won't do it willingly.
Is he not hearing me? I won't do nothing for you.
Exactly.
I speak into my mind, my own mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think, I know you can hear me in here.
Hello.
I know I don't need anything to connect myself with you.
Mm-hmm.
Will doing this take me back home?
Potentially. But anyways, we'll get back to that later, he says out loud. And you guys are probably all like, where did that come from? It's time for the verdict. My favorite part of this little production of mine. Anyways, they don't know I'm here. They think I'm still in the medical wing, and they won't believe you. And then he takes a step backwards and he misty steps away.
Can we kill that guy already?
You can't.
Seriously.
Death is too good for him.
Agreed.
I've killed him too many times. thought I've defeated him once. I don't think he is killable.
I feel we're closer to the main body.
He was able to infect my world. I don't think Doros nor this planet is the only plane he's infected. I think we have to get to the root to plague the whole thing.
As Ian, Edward, it's weird. It's going to be weird for me to actually start saying Edward. I used to have to fight myself not to say Edward.
Me too. We used to specifically only talk when talking about Edward's backstory, saying Ian, because we didn't want to get so used to saying Edward when talking about his
whenever
name.
we talked privately, it was always Ian, so we didn't accidentally slip up.
So we, even when talking to Echo in the Pines, we never truly said Edward. We would say Ian/Edward so that we would never
it worked pretty well. But anyways.
But it worked too well.
It did. As Edward finishes saying that, the guards all come and collect you, and they take you to a courthouse across the road from the one that blew up, and they are all gathered inside as they march you, they being the upper military, bunch of the politicians, university professors, researchers, all of these people are there. And as you guys approach the stand, a different judge stands up and they look down at you and they're like, "For the crimes you've committed against Doros, we sentence you to the maximum security holding prison."
Prison break.
But first, to celebrate our capture of these horrific monsters, we shall parade them to the prison. And thus begins a 2-day march around the city of them just proclaiming how they have captured the monsters who destroyed so much of the city, who's attacked so much. And you guys are like pretty deep into the city. As I've established, massive city, right? I mean, 2 days from the courthouse to the main castle. And as you guys approach the main castle, the original goal, you guys keep going up towards it. You keep approaching it. You keep marching. You keep getting paraded. And they bring you to the castle gate. The gate drops. They bring you in. They go to the giant fountain in the middle of the courtyard. The high officials, all wearing Cult of the Arms robes, walk around the courtyard, and one who has the most decorated robes that you guys have ever seen for a Cult of the Arms member approaches, and all they do is gesture towards the fountain, and at the base of part of the fountain, stairs start to slowly appear as everything drops into place. You guys are escorted down into beneath to a gigantic vault door, and when it's open, you see that there are probably 100 different holding cells lined across this giant chasm. It is a massive cavern underneath this mountain. And you each are not branded, but you are each given a band that goes around each of your wrists. They glow each a different color. I'll let you all choose right now. What color does Karn have?
Red.
Red.
Blue.
Green.
And yellow.
And you see, as you guys go through the giant vault door, all of your bands glow, and you guys see 4 different cells randomly scattered throughout this prison. At the base of them glow the same color as each of your bands. And it is completely dark in the main cavern. The cells are all lit, but the main cavern is completely dark. And as you guys are descending into this, once again, gargantuan cavern, you finally see what rests at the base as you guys look down over the side of the lowest level of the prison into this giant chasm. You see 2 skeletons of massive dragons, and in between them, they're face to face. Part of each of their skulls have collapsed, and in between these almost merged dragon skulls is just a pure black obsidian box. And that is how we end your guys' final moments of season 1. Now, each of you, are in your prisons. Karn is the first night of the sentencing, of which you have no long how you're going to be down here. Karn falls asleep on that first night, and he has a dream of a vibrant, endless sky. Preacher once again sees vision only for the second time of his life, but it is of the same strange mechanical cube. Fido sees a fiery landscape, and he hears a laugh that sounds vaguely familiar and a little bit rodenty. And then we have good old Edward. Edward falls asleep on that first night, and he has a dream of his 12-year-old daughter heading into middle school, her first day of middle school. And as you all are having these different dreams, we cut to a large open field. And in the far distance is a very small town. Looks like it just freshly started. There's only a few stone buildings, a few wooden houses, and like I said, it's in the far distance on this mountain range. But behind you, you see the last remnants of a purple portal flittering into blue and red sparks before sputtering out completely. You feel a hand on your shoulder, and you breathe in fresh, clean air for the first time. Taking a step forward, your master tightens his grip on your shoulder, and you turn and you look back at this old elf mentor who had guided you for so long. Someone who you thought of not as a father per se, but as something similar. Because as you feel deep down in your bones, you have a father out there, or at least somebody who was a father to you for even a short amount of time that you remember being on the plane that you stand upon now. But as you are getting held back by him for that split moment, he looks down at you and he's like, "It's time, my boy. I can feel my power returning properly for the first time and even longer than you were there. But I feel like it is safe to say that you are ready to receive your mark, and you are ready to start your true development of your powers. But for now, let's get that mark set upon you." And you flash forward 10-ish minutes of your master setting up this ritual, and you sit on this stump that is out in this field, and you lean your head forward, your white hair waving in your face, and it's brushing against your bare shoulders as you see your bronze skin illuminated in the sun for the first time in ages. Your master puts his hand on the small of your back, and you feel a burning sensation for just but a moment, and as it soothes, he places his hand on your head and he says, "Happy birthday, my boy. You're 16 now. I feel like it's proper that as I've raised you for so long, you would take my name, and I would like you to accept it if you would." "Yes, of course. I want to." "Perfect. Then from here on, I declare that you are Nikolai Wiggins."
Hold on, slow down, don't try to fight all on your own, you'll never last. Hold on, slow down, I'll draw you in with promises and lay their traps. Why we fell behind I just wanted to make things right. Now it all comes down to this, broken lives and bitterness. We all fall for their evil tricks. Now it all comes down to this, we let these devils listen in. Now we're slaves to their every whim. I don't know who's in control. My eyes are black and my skin is cold. Is that a friend or is that a foe? I don't know.
This has been episode 27, Mission Complete, featuring Israel as Karn Slater, Loghan as Fido Lancaster, Parker as Preacher 87, Dawson as your Dungeon Master, and me, Henry, as Edward Stanley. Thank you guys so much for listening to the conclusion of Flip of Fate Season 1. It's crazy that we've been out long enough where we could say we have a full season out. You guys are the best. We wouldn't be here without you. Our next episode is March 4th and will be our Session 0, which is technically the first episode of our campaign where all the characters meet. We re-recorded it and got it fresh for you to come out March 4th with more info on what's to come before Season 2. Thank you guys so much for everything. I mean, like I said, it's crazy that we get to be able to have a Season 2 and everything that comes with. Thank you guys for listening. Roll the blooper.
Why we fell behind, couldn't rewind far enough to get it right. Why did we have to fight? I just wanted to make things right. Now it all comes down to this, broken lives and bitterness. We all fall for their evil tricks. Now it all comes down to this, we let these devils listen in. Now we're slaves to their every whim. I don't know who's in control. My eyes are black and my skin is cold. Is that a friend or is that a foe? I don't know.
Episode 8. Cast fact is that he is nervous when he's off the weed and he may be acting like his age a bit more, not erasing his brain and what happened.
Yeah, that was when he was starting to wean off the weed.
Now, Karn quoted this, and I thought it was really funny, even though he had nothing to do with this. And also in episode 3, he said, remember all that pain and raw emotion you feel when you're not drugged up. What happens if you want to forget about reality and the feelings of this real world? Just thought it was funny because you said that.
Karn happened to say that. And I remember when you said that because I was just staring at Henry's little Discord camera. I was like, oh my word, there's no way.
Episode 14. He likes French toast and bacon and eggs in the morning was one of his 5 senses. It's what his wife made him every morning. That's why he's not a great cook, because he doesn't like the kitchen.
Okay, in the latest episode, she did make him French toast and stuff.
Did she? Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot about that.
Urin talks about my father and how he knows my upbringing and winks at me in episode 16.
Because Urin...
was Urin the scientist?
Urin was the scientist.
Yep.
Did you just make...
No.
Oh.
No. I was just trying to make it so you guys weren't like, well, who's the scientist?
Yeah.
And think it would be something bigger than it was.
Episode
just we were in.
17, he said, you're not going to be the catalyst for this. Episode 19, Ian's heartbeat hyperventilating and then pushing it down. The same thing he did in Echo.
What
7
Edward kept saying, gotta push it down.
Gotta push it down. Exactly. And hearing his heartbeat in his head, I described it exactly the same. Episode 20, I said, I can't lose more people. Yeah. The time stop. Do you know the time dilation? Oh, also the time dilation bubble in episode 16, why it seemed like when we went to one room, everything got dark, but then went light again?
In 16?
In 16.
What happened in 16?
Or sorry, not 16. In 17, when we went through the whole tower, and then Dawson would be like, you go through this, and suddenly the background gets dark, and everything turns bright again.
Which tower?
Do you remember when you guys...
When we first
when we
met.
were first
you remember
fighting the
when
general,
you fell through
and
time
we're going through
and you fell through there was the tower that you guys found, the drawing and all of that stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, with like the teleporter portals.
when we
And
were
why
fighting
before
the
the arm blew up?
would
abominations.
suddenly go
Right
dark,
after the arm
but
blew
would
up.
be light when you entered them?
Oh, wait, yeah. Sorry, before it blew up. The
Yeah.
tower that you climbed, and then it was like, oh, here's the Warforged abominations that were Preacher's old guys. The reason why, like, you know how it was like, oh, it looks like completely dark in there. You walk in and it's suddenly light, but when you walk out, it's still dark. And then it's like, oh,
It's
the
the
same
same
as-
Echo. It's the same thing as Echo.
and if you re-listen to Echo and the entire podcast,
You'll see
you
things
will
hinted
quite
in
literally
Echo.
just see, oh wow, these are just very obviously paralleling
The
each
old
other.
cult, the old technology, the ancient technology, the books.
Half horse.
It's
Yeah,
like Percy Jackson. It's like the very first scene of Percy Jackson.
Oh yeah, it is. I knew I was like, I know in my head, like a while ago when I was coming up with this, I was like, I feel like this feels familiar. That's what it was. And that is how we conclude season 1.
All right. All right. Okay. I know what you're doing.
Rog
know
is
exactly.
Nikolai?
Rog is Nikolai.
Rog is
Yeah, Rog is Nikolai.
Nikolai?
Rog's been Nikolai since day 1.
That's what he let you have. No, that was Uber. Never mind.
What?
Wait, good lord. I can't.
Lord have mercy.
I can't anymore.
Oh my gosh, Dawson.
I need more.
What are you thinking, Parker?
I did not expect that.
What's in that box? And that last part, was that him? Just him? Or was that all of us? The last part?
No, that was just from the
right, right.
That was just from the perspective of Rog,
That was just
Slash
for the
Nikolai.
audience.
Oh my god.
also known as Nikolai Wigand.
Rog is Nikolai Wiggin.
I think I know who the Vessels is.
Does that mean the scales on his back, bro? On
The
Nikolai's back?
scale tattoos.
Oh my good lord. So what do we want to do?
He doesn't remember much about when his family was taken from him.
Where is family? The Blights! They took us!
The Blights dragged his family through the red portals. I was so scared when I told you guys that back then.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh.
He doesn't properly remember what happened. Vorak kicked him in the head, didn't he? Rogs, you know.
Oh my gosh!
What did he refer to Rog as? No, I'm talking the voice, the arms, as I have referred to him a couple times, because that is all anyone sees of him, is his shadowy arms. He kept referring to Rog as the perfect vessel, and how he kept saying, oh, Nikolai, I wasn't able to use his full potential. That's all I'm going to say. And we'll find out more in season 2.